Katie. Thanks for coming to see me today. Before we get started, I just want to go over a couple things. First of all, I want to go over the rules of confidentiality and mandated reporting with you. Confidentiality, as far as everything that you say in here, will stay between you and I, with the exception of just a few things. The first would be if you were to tell me that you are going to hurt yourself or someone else. If you were to tell me that you are hurting a vulnerable person, like a child or a vulnerable adult, or if I were to be ordered by a court to testify as far as what we talked about. So, outside of those three situations happening, then anything that you tell me will be kept confidential. I also wanted to let you know that I'll be taking notes because it helps me remember what was discussed, and these are part of your files. So if you ever want to request a copy, they're available for you. It's nothing. It just helps me remember what was said, and it helps me keep track of our session. Do you have any questions?
I don't have any questions right now.
Okay. And can you tell me a little bit what you're coming to see me for today?
Well, I am currently a college student and I just found out that I'm pregnant.
Oh my.
And I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I can have a baby while trying to do my school, and I don't know what to do.
So you're feeling kind of overwhelmed and kind of unsure about what the future holds?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how far along you are?
Um, Not really. I'm honestly just still kind of lost. I mean, the doctor said I think I'm around like 2 months pregnant right now.
Okay. A lot of that could be really overwhelming. You must be really
I
afraid of what the future holds.
I am like I need to finish school, but this just kind of put a bump in my plans were. Like I didn't want this to happen.
Right. What are you going to school for?
I want to be a nurse.
Okay. Um, Now you said you're about 2 months pregnant. Do you have any idea what your plans are with the pregnancy?
Well, and I don't want to get an abortion. Like I don't believe in that, and I don't think I could do adoption. I mean that I've heard so many stories about how hard it is for the parents, and I don't know. I don't know what I want to do.
Okay, so you're looking right now. If you're not, if I understood you correctly, you don't really feel abortion would be a right option for you, nor
Mhm.
adoption. So, are you thinking of maybe keeping the child?
I would like to, but like I said, I don't know how it would go with the rest of my life. It's just honestly not the right time, and I don't know
Right.
what to do.
Yeah, that can be really scary. Um, I can't even imagine what you're going through, to be honest. I don't have children of my own, so I've never been in that situation. Well, we do have some different programs that are available for single mothers or single parents. Since you mentioned you are interested in keeping the child, and as a full-time student, there are different programs. I'm not exactly sure what the criteria are in order to meet them. As far as like you would, you can fill out the application for Medicare, which would provide, or I'm sorry, Medicaid, which would provide you and the child with insurance.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't, as far as your living situation, you could maybe get on housing or anything like that. There's multiple programs that you can apply for.
Hmm.
Um, as far as um, anything else you would like to add,
Um,
any questions you have?
I guess what I'm most curious about is, do you know of any if any campuses offer daycares or?
Oh, that's a good question. I do not know, but I can certainly find that out for you. I recently read an article, or I read somewhere the question of having daycare on a college campus, if it was something that was necessary or if people wanted it. I can follow, that was all I remember. So I can follow up with that and see what exactly is available for that
Mhm.
and what schools have it and if they're in this area. And if we don't, then we can look at other options for daycare, maybe finding one that's close to the school so it'll allow you to stay in school
Mhm.
and, have good daycare for your child. Because if daycare would be a stressful thing. It's good that you thought of that because I wouldn't have even thought of that.
Yeah, and trying to pay for everything too. That's another thing that's stressing me out extremely. I mean, my parents help now, but once they find out I'm pregnant, they're not going to anymore.
Oh my, so that's even more stressful
Yeah.
now. So right now you have financial help, but when they find out that you're having a baby, when you need the most financial help, they're no longer going to want to help
Mhm.
you. Have you thought about when you're going to tell them?
No, I don't want to.
Well, um, we can maybe talk about different ways on different options of how you could go about telling them, or
Mhm.
um, practice how if you want to write them a letter or in person, whatever you think would be better for you and your situation. I don't know your parents, so I don't know
Right.
what kind of relationship do you have with them.
We have a strong relationship. I mean, I tell my parents everything, but this is kind of one thing that they stressed extremely when I started
I
when
see.
I started college. So I don't know.
Yes, that would be well. So what goals would you like to set then? I will find out about your the daycare option,
Mhm.
and I will get you the information as far as what kind of programs you can apply for and what with your. I don't know your income level right now, but I can send you home with the forms and then who to and then because you'll have to set up an appointment to meet with an
Mhm.
eligibility worker. If you'd like, we could set up that now, or I can give you the number and you can call and set it up on your own, whichever would work for you.
Okay.
Which would you like to do?
Can you repeat those options?
Oh, I'm sorry. Um, I will check into the daycare
Okay.
option at the school, and then as far as the different programs that you'll qualify for, as far as assistance, you'll meet with an eligibility worker. So
Mhm.
I can send you home with forms and the number for you to contact for the eligibility worker, and you can set up the appointment yourself,
Mhm.
or we can call together and set it up today before you leave, whichever would work better for you.
Um, I think I can do it on my own.
Okay, perfect. So what would you like to maybe work on for the next time before we meet?
I think trying to figure out how to tell my parents would
Okay,
be the most important thing
sure.
right now.
And do you maybe want to come up with 3 possible ways, and we can maybe go over those the next time? Okay,
Sorry. I'm better at writing things down before I talk.
sure. Me too.
Um,
That's why I'm taking notes.
um, I don't know any other ways. I guess. I mean, I think the best way for me would be to just write it down and just kind of hope. I don't know.
Sure. Well, why don't you just write down the ideas you have, and we can go over them,
Okay.
and then we can kind of decide which one makes you feel the most comfortable, and go from there.
Okay.
So do you want to meet next week again? Same time?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can do that.
Sounds good. We'll see you then. Thanks,
Okay.
Katie.
Thank you.